Good afternoon, friends. This is Sid Panjabi here. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So today is 29 June 2020 and we're going to analyze Nifty. We're going to look at the stock pick of the week and we're also going to see what trade I took for today. So first I'm going to analyze the stock that I took today and I traded in the morning. Today being of course Monday. So we took a trade first thing in the morning and the stock that I traded was we short Z Limited 4,500 quantity at the rate of 170 to 55 at 9:35 a.m. and in around 2 hours we hit our target. So I'll just run you through the trade. So what I did was that I entered, which I short sold 4,500 quantity at 172.55 and I took a stop loss of a one candle high at 174.20. So my risk was around 1 rupee 65 paisa if my stop loss got hit, and my target was around 168.80, which was a 3 rupees 75 paisa stop loss. So that was my book profit at around 11:30, and it was a good trade and a good morning, and I would say a good Monday. Then now we can start looking at analyzing Nifty and Nifty on the weekly chart. If you watched my video last week, we had said that Nifty will stay range bound between 10,450 levels and around 10,100 levels. So that exactly what we said would happen actually happened, and we were pretty much we went up and then we came back down during the week. Today being Monday, so the first candle of the week has been on the daily chart. If you look at it, it has been actually a doji, and even Friday's candle was a doji. So Friday we needed more information today, but we broke today's low on Monday, that is, and because of that we still need more information because we are pretty much in a range on the daily chart, and same thing applies for the weekly chart. But right now what I would do if I had to trade options, I would probably do the same thing like last week, where I would sell 10,500 calls and maybe around 9,800 puts. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that my range has shifted from this yellow line. So the black line remains the same, but to this yellow line I'm going to raise it up to around 9,850 levels, approximately those levels. So we look like we could be heading in this range downwards, but it's still range bound. We need more information, like I said in the last couple of weeks, because we need to break above this black line and close strong above this line, which has not happened in the last 3-4 weeks, and right now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And the same thing applies on the downside on the yellow line, where we've not been able to break this line below. Okay, my stock pick for the week again would be Z Limited, and I like the pattern that is made on the weekly chart. So last week we didn't hit our stop loss, nor did we hit our target, and this week we've opened lower, so looks like we could probably be heading down. I get this question asked a lot, that why do you only track a couple of shares and not analyze too many? So I actually analyze a lot of stocks on the weekend, but the ones which are perfectly set up are the ones which I actually take a trade. So that's the reason why I stick to only 3 or 4 companies when I trade in a day. Actually, even 3 or 4 is a bit too much, maximum 3 companies, because then to handle so many trades at one time becomes very tough. So that's one of the reasons why I stick to only 3 or 4 companies, and I don't trade more than those. And then of course those change on the weekly base depending on what we've done in the market and what patterns we formed on the chart. So that would be the reason why I would take Z Limited, because we've been also tracking it for the last couple of weeks. If you look at Sun Pharma, what we did, we've actually been very flat, and last week we did go to 500 levels, but again we came back down. So basically this level is pretty much going to be resistance for a while, and we also have support around another say 20 rupees down, which is around 465 470 levels. So stay cautious, don't overtrade. We are again in a very volatile week and month. This month being July, normally we have a lot of volatility. and stay safe and trade well. Thank you for watching.